day 4 of the CXO Accelerator challenge. I am extremely happy to see the way you guys have been participating. It just shows the hunger and the passion you have for taking the leap and to moving to the next level in your career, in your journey to C-suite. Today, we have a very unique challenge. Yes, you are going to write stories. Stories are the most important part of human history, of existence of human beings. We have loved stories all through our lives. The most memorable times have been during the childhood, where someone else told stories to us. We moved on from there to reading books, watching movies, seeing videos, YouTubes, and so on and so forth, and everything is telling you story. Every story has two parts to it. One part which is before the interval and one part which is after. Today, you are going to write the story. The first half of the story I will share and you will complete the second half. So this is the story of Ravi. Ravi grew up in Pune in a typical middle class upbringing where education was the most important thing. He went on to becoming an engineer and then he did his MBA from a tier 2 college and got into a fantastic organization, one of the top in the country, into a fantastic role. He was extremely happy, enthusiastic and energetic as he entered the corporate world. He did look up to the senior management of the company and told himself, one day I will also be the CEO or the CXO of a company like this. Life took its own journey. He made his progress, he got his promotions, and he bought his new house, his first car, and he also got settled. He got married and he had children, and in all this he already had spent more than 15-16 years of his career. Ravi reached his mid-career situation and his dream of becoming the CEO or the CXO still looks so far away for him. His peers tell him that he is a very lucky man because everything in his life seems right and set. His bosses are happy with his work and his progress. But somewhere deep within, Ravi feels that his own identity, what he set out for, creating his own identity, creating an impact and creating that big value for himself and his organization is still missing. He feels that his potential is still not unleashed to its full level. That's the story of Ravi in the first half. Now the movie continues and you are the author of the story. What does Ravi do to change this situation? And so we all know the ending of every story, every Bollywood story, is a happy ending. So the ending is fixed. Ravi becomes a CEO or a CXO. Now there are some things which happen in between, which is what you need to write as to what happens in between so that Ravi becomes the CEO or the CXO at the end of 2 years. Write the story as if you are the author, as if you are going through the same story, and what are the practical things that you would do if you were in place of Ravi to bridge this gap and to rise up as a CXO. So one thing, remember, don't give gyan and advice, okay, but give practical steps which will help Ravi to actually reach his goal. Submit your answers before 9 o'clock today and your mentors are there to support you and give you the right insights. Believe me, this is going to be an amazing breakthrough for each one of you. So your participation is very key. And I wish that with this, you have taken 4 steps in terms of designing your C-suite journey.